All right, so here's a story sent to me by a teacher. And the mom that was giving this teacher a hard time was also a teacher herself. So, how do we feel about that? Let's see how this unfolds. My second year of teaching, I had a parent who was also a teacher. Her son had been acting up in and out of class, recess, and in the cafeteria, and I had called her to meet with her about her son's behavior. He was being mean to kids, calling them names, roasting them, and doing a lot of hands-on. When I met with her and told her this, she immediately responded with, "I know I'm a teacher, but I know for a fact that my son would never act this way. I honestly think you're making these things up because you have something against my son." She then says, "Do you know that this is," the mom, she says, "Do you know that this is the first year he's ever hated school? He comes home crying every day because he says you pick on him and he doesn't know why. Frankly, I'm going to complain about your unprofessional behavior towards my son to your principal." So if that is really true, that a child makes a switch where it's like they hate school, they're crying every day after school, that is sad. That is a sad thing to always look into, and as a parent to always be in tune to. I think that's great. However, the other things that were said and the just jumping to conclusions, I'm going to go complain to your principal and you're unprofessional and all the things. It's an interesting mix. It's an interesting mix, and there's more to this story, so buckle up. After that meeting, I let my principal know about it, and she was going to be looking out for me and closely watching this boy. The next day, I saw him outside the cafeteria doors trying to block students from entering and leaving the building. If they had to leave, he would yell at them, then trip them as they left, and would push some kids too. If they wanted to enter, he would tell them they had to use the secret code to get in. If they didn't know it, he would push them off. Right as he was doing these things, my principal came out and saw what he was doing and waited to see everything that he was doing play out. She then yelled over at him and said, "Hey, what do you think you're doing, sir?" When he heard her, it looked like his soul left his body. She then said, "I'm sure your mother would be surprised to know what you've been doing today." He immediately cried and yelled out that he was going to be benched from playing baseball if he got in trouble. Needless to say, after calling the mom about his behavior and not answering, she sent an email with me CC'd on it about the cafeteria incident. And the mom replied saying she had no idea that he was acting like this and wished she knew about it sooner so she could correct his behavior. The principal backed me up, but this lady never responded to me the rest of the year. So number one, we love a supportive principal. So yay for that. Number two, I wonder if the mom realized that the teacher was CC'd on this email, because it's almost like if she thought she was just talking to the principal, then she might say that, like, "Oh, I had no idea he was acting like this. I wish I would have known," even though the principal knew that the teacher had already had this conversation with the mom. So to me, it feels like she didn't realize she was CC'd and just lied and responded that way to make herself not look dumb. What do you think? Do you think she was just trying to play it off? Do you think she was lying? That's a wild one. That's a wild one to me. But I feel like teachers typically know not to jump to conclusions and to investigate things on an FBI type level. So the reaction from the mom was definitely strange. This was a great story, though, just for the fact that, the principal had this teacher's back and handled it, which, you can't ask for a better ending than that. Also, on my last one of these, I got a lot of messages about my neck, which thank you to those of you that are looking out for me. A lot of you are concerned because you thought you saw like a lump on my neck, and I almost feel like it was the way that my hair was falling on this side, as if what you were talking about it was that area. But I recently in the last couple months went and got my thyroid checked and ran all my numbers and everything like that. I know numbers aren't always an indicator, but I was palpated and all the things. I just have my neck just shows off a lot of what's inside. I just, kind of have a lumpy neck. Not really, but you can just kind of see everything because I got a skinny neck. So thanks for your concern. I do think it's also a lot of shadows. Like that would look like I have a lump for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you're just looking at me, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. But after those messages, I was like looking in the mirror for days trying to be like, I don't know, I don't see it. But I did recently go to the doctor and have it all checked out and felt, and but anyway, thank you all for looking out.